So we have some adoptees here today. They're looking at Avalon. I think we're also going to show them Bandit and Solstice as well.
Who will save us? Who will save us? When the truth in the shadows, all hail to the hero.
I got Avalon down ready for you.
Okay. She is, she's got full care of everybody on the property. So I definitely made sure to bring her. She's gonna be the one that's doing the hands-on because this is her pride and joy. She's FFA,
That's awesome.
And she qualified for Yeda Nationals.
Oh, wow.
And she's gonna be doing IEA next year as
That's
well.
really cool.
So she is my ag kiddo.
When I first started working with her, poor girl, I couldn't even get up next to her and touch her. Like I'd touch her and she'd start, oh, get away from me.
Yeah.
But now,
Sweet girl.
if I get up there and touch her, she actually settles down. She knows the word whoa, she'll stop. And once you have her, like you can pretty much touch her anywhere you want to. The forehead, she still gets kind of jumpy on sometimes.
Oh, we've been working on it. There you go.
Yeah, she'll pick up her feet.
I remember when we couldn't even do that. Yeah, easy. You want to see how Solstice does? You good boy. Yeah, you good boy. Oh, you want treats? You want the treats. Thank you.
So he's super sweet. He's easy to catch. I think the main thing that he struggles with is just picking his feet up. So yeah, he'll even pick that one up, but.
I bet you that's what he did, was he probably severed that tendon, because that's the same thing that my old mare did 20 years ago. Stuck it right through a fence and just severed that tendon. You're just mouthy and need to learn your manners. Yes, but we can handle that.
So what do you think it's so far?
I like it. Do you want to go check out Bandit? Okay. Will she let me take both of them?
Yeah.
That would be great.
I brought the trailer, so.
Solstice and Bandit, correct?
Yes.
All right.
One for each of us, Taylor. Don't you love Tennessee weather?
So she is adopting Solstice and Bandit. What happened?
I went out to get Solstice's pictures from the vet barn and it's downpouring. So I got a little bit wet.
It's just a little bit rainy outside. We've got Solstice and Bandit. Adding some color to our pasture.
I don't think this is ending anytime soon. It's supposed to be downpour like this for the next 4 hours. Yeah.
It should downpour like this.
Well, that's what the radar is saying.
Good luck.
Solstice and Bandit are coming home with us, and they're going to join another Horse Plus Humane Society alumni, as well as my other gelding and 2 donkeys. So they're going to have lots of friends. I'm going to use Solstice mainly for educational purposes. Since he's got the string halt, it's a very good way for kids to get hands-on experience with a medically complex horse. Bandit, even though he is completely blind, he's not super skittish. And so my daughter is going to use him as her next project. And you never know, maybe he'll be in the show ring next year. This is our 3rd time adopting, so we'll just keep coming till I have no more room.
like a boss. Good job, buddy.
Good job.
So we're starting the morning out by getting stalls cleaned. Miri got approved to get some turnout time, so we're gonna put Misty in the big stall. We want her to have a friend, so we're gonna put Joy in there with her. And they're gonna meet across a panel first to make sure they get along before we put them in together. So we got the stall all ready to put the horses in, new shavings, they got hay. Now we just have to bring them over. Misty is not halter broke, like at all. So we're just gonna use panels and kind of guide her into the next stall. That was simple enough. Hold still, Missy. Stop it. See? Sometimes she's like this.
I put a straight gate on here maybe a year ago. And about 2 weeks after I shoved the new gate on there, we had this horse out here that loved to try to jump over panels and barreled right into it, right into that in there, and broke it. And I have tried to straighten this thing out at least 5 or 6 times, and it just never wants to stay straight because I always have horses that like to run into it, especially when I'm trying to close it to get a certain horse in there. They'll run right into the end, and then I have to straighten it out again. So I could put a new gate on here, but it wouldn't do us any good because it'd be looking just like this in the mud. But if you want to lift up on that end real quick so I can get this back. Okay. Thank you.
What is it about this gate that everyone wants to jump it?
Because they can see their pastures. Freedom! Oh wait, gate.
We could put a higher gate here. So I'm just gonna put her in the stall that's connecting with the big stall so they can meet across the stall wall. She's too distracted by the baby over there. There we go. Ah, no screeching. That's impressive. Well, they're getting along, but we'll have to kind of wait and see if it works more long term. Because the idea is that Joy helps to calm Misty down, but it could be the opposite, that Misty makes Joy more. Yeah. So we'll have to kind of wait and see how it goes.
All right. Run over the camera then.
No, no, no.
Run her over. We decided to go on a little jog.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Who is this?
This is
I'm sorry. Oh, okay. All right, madam.
so this is Calista. She is pretty good. She did have an issue at her previous place where she reared up and flipped over on somebody. But we have since had people on her. And I'm pretty sure as long as you have a light hand, you're not making jerky, abrupt movements with your hands, then she's fine. Collectively, over time, Calista is our longest resident. We originally got her in the October auction of 2021. She did get transferred out to another shelter, I believe last summer, when she had been here for about a year. I think she'd been here for like 8 months and she got transferred out. And she has been back for, oh, I'd say about 7 or 8 months now too. So she's been here 16 months. What was that? And when we first got her here, you couldn't really touch her. I had thought that maybe she was broke to ride. She just had some bad experiences. And after she settled down a bit, and I got some groundwork done with her, we did saddle her up and she did very well with that pressure. So that made me think even more that she was actually broke to ride at one point. Fly spray is always scary, so she could just be a nervous girl. And she is extremely buddy sour. So if you are interested in Callista and you would want to adopt her, I would definitely recommend that you have her own pasture. Otherwise, her and your current horse will be in cahoots and you'll probably never catch either of them. And if you don't have any horses and you would like a horse and you're more advanced, I would also recommend adopting her. But most horse people are advanced to have horses already, so. Oh, I didn't see you there, Isabella. We're going over to the arena. We have the obstacle course set up. We haven't really used it in a while. We were using it for a turnout. But Caitlin actually made the recommendation to Tawny about setting that back up because she thought it would be cool to see it again. So me and David went and worked on it. I think you guys saw it in the episode a couple weeks ago. And I've been taking horses in there periodically, and it just so happens that Isabella was out here this time while I was walking the horse over, so here we are. Whoa! You didn't see her there either, did you? So I like to close it just in case a horse gets away from me in here. They can't run right out the front gate. Easy, easy. And if they go through it nicely with it far apart like that, I'll go ahead and move it closer together. The whole trick to doing this too is it's just like trailer loading in my opinion, where when you want them to go through something, you just keep getting their attention on it until they want to go through. And if they want to stop there, in the middle, I'll let them. I'll just keep asking them to come through. Good girl. I'll always give them some encouragement when they do good. It's with anything you're trying to get horses to do. If you're trying to get them to go a certain direction or you're trying to get them to do a certain thing, as soon as they start doing it, you got to release that pressure. I've seen way too many times where somebody's trying to load a horse on the trailer and you got the person inside who's trying to get their attention on it, and as soon as their attention's on it, they release the pressure and there's still someone around waving their arms, smacking the horse. Like, just settle down. When it goes towards it, take that pressure away. I can rant about that all day, I really can. So move it a little bit closer. This time she is gonna have to touch these needles when she comes through. I just went through it just fine. You'll be okay. And she's done this before while we had this set up previously. So it might not be the biggest deal for her to do this. Just more than anything, it's just a refresher on it. Say like you're walking down a trail and the trail probably hasn't been kept up. The trees are overgrown and sticking through. If you do this with your horses, that could help prepare them for that. I need new pool noodles. If somebody wants to donate pool noodles, I would appreciate you, like, a lot. Pretty sure you can get them on Amazon for like $1 a piece, or even the Dollar Tree has them. Got a little worried there towards the end, so I'll go through a couple more times. This is the one I really need new noodles for. Maybe even some thicker PVC would do the trick. There's no water in there, you don't have to worry about it. And then from there, you can go over it again the same way, just have them go over the side. That's sturdy and on the ground. Then you can bring them over this side, that's up. Same thing, I just want to keep her attention on it. And I want to have her step on it and have it go down, just to have her get used to that thing moving. That's what Cora's struggling with right now. She'll walk over this side no problem. As soon as I try to get her to go over the other side that moves, she'll freak out. So now that you got it done that way, both ways, you can go straight over. And it's probably been about a year since Calissa's been in here. That was pretty good. So we're gonna call that good for Calista. She really doesn't need too much more work in here. I think the main thing would just be the noodles coming up and touching her legs and out on her body, but she goes through this stuff like a champ.
This is Breeze. I'm going to test drive her today to see how she does. I am planning on adopting her, whether she does good or not, because I'm marrying a horse trainer, so it doesn't really matter. But this is Breeze. But when I was walking her up here, she's pretty sore on them.
So she just came out of shoes, and so her feet are a little tender because her frogs are prolapsed. But I'm putting these cushy pads into these boots to make her a little more comfortable.
She's still a little tender on them.
I can take off my own saddle. Get out of here.
I got booted.
I was going to ride Breeze, but after walking her around a little bit, she seems like she's hurting from where she got her shoes off earlier this week. So I'm not going to. I'm still adopting her. The horse trainer can fix her up for me, but I just don't want to hurt her. So I'm not going to ride her today. Don't fall in love with him. You're mine. He's not that nice.
So now you can move Breeze's photo from the wall to found book.
Okay. It's like my fourth time doing this. Come on, let's go.
So these are all the places I've been with the trailer. Yes, we drove through Washington, D.C. No, it was not fun.
Gets adopted. Gets to be adopted. Yes.
All right, sweetheart, you ready?
I'm so excited. She's so pretty.
You changed your name? I didn't know about this. What's her name now?
Breezy. It's not Breeze. Breezy. Easy, breezy, beautiful. Cover girl.
So it is 6:30. We're getting off work right now, so we're gonna go ahead and take her home and get her in the pasture.
One of our local Christian schools is having a special service project, and one of the students decided to use our organization as part of their service project. So they put out a box to get donations for us, and they're here now. We're gonna go see what we have.
Thank you. I did make the box, yeah, for my service project at school. My name's Amari, and I'm at Horse Plus to donate some pet food for my service project at school, which is helping out with my community. I made the donations by designing a box and setting it up at my school, and also a local Tractor Supply, and then advertising. And I had some donations come in, and I was able to bring them here. So I'm super excited to share with others.
Thank you so much for thinking of our organization and helping our cats and dogs.
Absolutely,
So
thank you
awesome.
for helping me with my service project.
You're so welcome.
Yeah.
Look at this amazing donation. We got some pedigree dog food, and we have some puppy food here. And then we have some things for the cats. We have a cat toy, and we have some cat treats, and we have some dog treats. So awesome that Mari thought of us for her service project and got these donations for our little animals.
Just really surprised that she's not gotten adopted yet. And I see where people online will be like, oh, I want Avalon and I'm interested. What's been happening?
They probably call in and realize she's blind. And you know how that goes. This is her. I'm just cleaning her up real quick. You've met her a couple times too.
I've actually never met her before.
Really? Oh.
No, I've seen her from a distance, but I've never met her.
Oh, that's right.
Hey, sweet pea. Hi. What do you think, huh?
So she's pretty good once you get your hands on her. She definitely still needs some work on just getting her feet picked up.
Yeah.
Especially her back feet. Like I used to not be able to even get up to her to even touch her. Like if I touched her, she would do that and then run off. So we've come a long way. Like she'll let me get right up to her and catch her now. As soon as I make that contact with her shoulder, she'll settle and I can halter her. And then riding, when I put the saddle on her, she did amazing. She didn't care about that pressure, so it makes me think that there has been a point in her life where she has had a saddle on.
I would think so if she didn't mind it. If she saddled easily, then she probably, makes me wonder too if she's ever actually been hooked up and worked a field type of thing too, because sometimes when they're plow horses, they
They get used to that pressure.
They get used to that kind of pressure being on them, yeah. I am going to be taking Avalon today. So the plan with Avalon is going to be to work with her because she's still a little bit newly blind, a little bit nervous about her blindness. So the goal with her is going to be to work with her, get her to be confident in herself and in me and her handlers. And ultimately, I would love for her to be a trail horse, specifically for when people come to my farm and they're tall people or maybe a larger rider, would be able to have a good horse experience, be able to ride her, and obviously to advocate for blind horses, because these horses can do anything that a sighted horse can do, and I actually think they can do it better. So I'm really hoping to showcase that, along with some of the other blindies that I've gotten from HP, Angel and Nemo and Ivan, and so anyway, that's my spiel.
Let's test this out, huh? Hey, honey. Come on, sweetie. Woo, up.
Bang.
Doesn't know.
Oh, what a good girl. She said, I gotta think about it, people. Gotta think about it.
You come up.
So I gotta blow it through my nose and I gotta think about it. Oh, what a good girl.
Good girl.
Oh, good girl.
Up. Good job, sweetheart.
Oh, what a good girl.
Down. Good girl. Good girl. Watch your head.
Oh, what a good girl. Oh, she did good. She said, I got a little bit worried about it. That was quite good.
Yeah, I'm pretty impressed.
I like how she does the same thing Zen does. She does the snort, snort.
So we're gonna go look at Misty, but we're gonna get the adoption picture first.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah.
So she's got this thing on the bottom of her cheek right now. Dr. Nancy says she thinks it's her molars coming in, but that's her back there. So you say you usually like to take 2.
Yeah, but are you willing to deal with that in your trailer?
I wouldn't mind, actually. I've got 2 cut gates, so we can get her.
Ah, okay, so you'd be able to run her in and then load up yeah, okay. She's a long-term project too.
She is.
Because she's so young, she's gonna take, I mean, this is gonna be years long, and not to mention the fact that she's not handleable, but.
Well, I think that she'll come around with like everyday one-on-one handling.
Yeah. Well, and you might be surprised. I'd be really surprised to get her in a round pen and see what happens after a little bit of work in the round pen, because you might be surprised. Passos can pretend like they're wild things, like they're little baby Mustangs, and then lo and behold, you find out that they've actually been quite handled. They just didn't want you to know it. Thank you.
You bet. So she is going to adopt Avalon, and we're waiting on confirmation for Misty to see if she's cleared.
Okay, sounds good.
See what you mean.
So you now own Avalon.
Thank you.
And
Well, thanks for this. This is cool.
yeah.
Thanks for the presents. Cincho. Can I like stand up?
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm vertically challenged. All right. Okay. Well, bam.
I don't think we have any more blind animals on the property now.
Woohoo! Adopt all the blindies, people. Please. I was thrilled too. Yeah, because that's similarly what I want to do is get all these blindies trained up, and I want to do things where people could come out, they can trail ride, they can ride in the arena, but they can ride the blind horses, and then tell them like this horse you're about to ride is blind, and then hopefully more people will come, and that'll change the horse community a little bit. Because I mean, like Endo the blind horse, I mean, I can't be the only one that knows about Endo. Maybe we'll just add to Endo is the goal, but yeah.
And hopefully we hear back about Misty, and we'll go from there.
You're welcome. I like coming out here.
I mean, all those stickers on the rider, all the states I've hauled in so far. Did you see the Sasquatch on the other side?
Nuh-uh.
Oh yeah.
You got a Sasquatch
Yeah,
sticker
Sasquatch
too?
leading a unicorn.
What? Oh, I love it.
Well, all right. Well, I'll see y'all a little bit later.
Thank
okay?
you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you
Bye.
so much.
Healing Hearts Animal Rescue is here, and we're going to look at some cats and kittens and see which ones they're going to take. Oh, I see.
Milo, Rocky, Alice, Cara, Motley, and then Ellen. And here we have all their 3, 4, 5 microchips. They're all labeled with names, along with Ellen. And for Ellen, we have her rabies certificate. The kittens have had their FVRCP, but as for the rabies vaccines, they're too young. Exactly, yes. All right, thanks once again for taking them.
There's a tree under here. Oh, there it goes.
There you go. Healing Hearts just came and took the 5 kittens and the adult cat, Ellen. The transfer, everything went smoothly, and hopefully they'll be finding a good home.
My name is Christy. I'm the bookkeeper in HR. I have worked here since June of 2022. I get the privilege of keeping track of all the financials to keep this organization running smoothly. The reason why I wanted to work at Horse Plus, or I chose to work here, is because I prayed about it and I just felt at peace. I knew this is where I should be, and I'm so glad to be part of it. The reason why I love working here is the vision of Horse Plus. I know Tani and Jason want to be able to have an organization that we support within a day's drive of anyone here in the United States. And through our grant program, I see that happening. I see us reaching out to so many different organizations, and hand in hand, we're making a huge difference, and being part of that makes me feel good and want to come to work every day. I love spending time with my family. I think my greatest treasure in life is those that I love, and I'm grateful for that. My favorite animal is a dog, but I do love all the other ones too, so it's kind of hard to choose a favorite animal, but I do love dogs because they fetch and you can train them, and I know you can train cats, and I love cats too, but dogs are a lot of fun. And working here means I can help more of these precious lives.
So Misty was cleared for adoption. Susanna did complete our digital adoption form, and everything has been taken care of on that end. So I'm gonna be loading her up as well. I'm gonna get Avalon on the front of my trailer since she is bigger and heavier. And then I'll have Misty ride in the back. And I have a lock to throw on there so it's nice and secure. But we're getting ready to get them put on the trailer. I just got to put a couple horses back in their pasture. We're gonna get Misty over by the training barn. I'm gonna get Avalon loaded, and then we'll go ahead and get Misty on. I'm gonna grab Avalon and just get in a halter that is big enough to fit her. I'm gonna put her on the trailer. I'm gonna drive over to the loading chute, and then we'll get Misty run on. So I don't know if you noticed her sticking her nose down in that halter, but she could feel me coming up and touching her whiskers. And when I do that, she knows that the halter's there and she could tip her face down into it. So Avalon will have that whole front area to herself. It's pretty spacious up there, so. And now I'm gonna drive around here into the loading chute and get ready to get Misty in. All right, I got both of them loaded up. Avalon is really good at loading in the trailers. We found that out earlier today. It kind of surprised me. Misty went right on. She's just afraid of people, so she's trying to get away from me, and that was the only way she could get away from me was by getting on the trailer, so don't like to use that, but in this situation it does help. She is going to Susanna as well. Susanna works with a lot of blind horses and passos who are, acting like that, just afraid of everything. So we're looking forward to seeing updates about Misty and seeing her progress and her journey with getting to know people and getting to know the fact that people aren't always gonna hurt her or try to kill her. So I'm gonna be hitting the road here shortly, and should be at Susanna's in about an hour and a half, around there.
Well, good morning, it's day 2, and today we're going to be leaving Albuquerque and traveling to somewhere in a state north of here. I think we're staying in New Mexico.
Arizona today.
We're going to Arizona today. I don't know where, I'm just driving, so, Tani tells me where to go, and that's where I go. So we have arrived at St. Michael's, Arizona. We're going to be staying at the St. Michael's Mission, and it's a beautiful, beautiful facility. Just really, really like it here. Met some of the vets, don't remember any of their names, unfortunately. Going to get to know them well over the next few days, I'm sure of it, and it's going to be exciting. We're going to be going over to Glenda's house this evening. That's the person that organizes this whole event, so it'll be very interesting. And I'm staying in this room with Donnie.
Okay, so Haley and Macy are looking for you because they need the camera gear and there's a meeting we gotta get to.
Okay. We've been at Glenda's house for a little while. We had an absolutely amazing traditional Navajo meal, and it was so good. And it kind of reminded me of home because a lot of the food are what I actually grew up on, and I thought that was great. And now we're going to be going into their private hogan and listening to a medicine man talk about the history of the horse and their relationship with it. I'm super excited. I wish I could take you with. I don't believe they're going to let us video it, so just wanted to touch in with you guys, let you know what's happening on day 2. Day 3, it's 5:30 in the morning, and we're going to be hitting the road here really soon, and super excited to see what the day brings. So this is where they're going to be doing castrations, dentals, vaccinations, all kinds of amazing things are going to be happening out here today. So it's pretty awesome. This horse has decided he wants out.
Apparently, yes.
So we're putting a catheter in the legs in position to do a gelding, and he's completely wild. And they're working like a well-oiled machine, even though 2 of those are students. So in this station, they're trimming horses, and healthcare is such a vital, important part of a horse ownership. And it's great that we're able to offer this program out here today. Connie said that it's like 25 horses that come through so far. There's more waiting to come in. It's going really good. So super pleased with what's happening. It's just a smooth running operation. So it's wrapping up. We helped about 40 horses today. Vaccinations, dewormings, geldings, dentals, farrier care. It was a busy day, a lot of people. No one got really injured. It was a really great day. And there was a horse that had a 6-inch stick pulled out of its rear end. It was ugly, it was bad, but the horse is going to be doing a whole lot better. So it was a great first day of actually working with the horses. Again, about 40 horses helped, and that is a lot of horses. Today we're going out to the Fort Defiance Fairgrounds, the rodeo grounds, and it's more of an educational day, so the vets are going to be doing a lot of talking to the students and explaining processes, and the students will be able to try some more in-depth things. So it's not going to be, as far as I know, really exciting, the video, but it's all part of the process, and a lot of this is veterinarian students doing a rotation and being able to actually have hands-on experience with horses. So that's really cool. I know one of them is like, all I've done pretty much is spay and neuter dogs and cats during vet college. And so this is a wonderful opportunity for the vet students to get hands-on with horses. And just a little heads up, what's kind of in the works is we're hoping that we can be able to get vet students to come do rotations at our facility out there, Horse Plus, and they'll be able to get some really amazing hands-on with cases that they'll probably never see if they're not exposed to the rescue side of horses. And everyone's just getting all set up. Got our refreshment station, and way over there we've got the dentals and farriers and all kinds of amazing things.
My eye goes right to that and says, okay, I don't like that. Again, I don't want to bias myself with that in own problem. The nice part about this is it's not significant.
So Haley and Macy are here, and they are going to be making a video about the experiences here, so you're for sure going to want to check that out when it's released, hopefully within 2 weeks after we get back, so we'll have to see how that schedule goes. This is the dental station, and they're getting ready to do the teeth on this one.
Keep the horse from hurting itself, but again, your safety first, so.
Day something, I'll have to look on the video to find out what day it is, but It's early in the morning because we had just gotten up and just woke up, and the leader went running through the hall yelling and clapping. It's time to go right now. We're off on the time. So you got to understand we're dealing with, I don't know, 2-3 time zones here, because one part of the Arizona celebrates or does daylight savings time. The Navajo Nation does not. The Hopi Nation does something different. It's a mess. So we rushed out of bed. Everybody, I mean, we're talking 30-ish people, threw all their stuff together, and now we are in the parking lot getting ready to go. Dr. Nancy's got her car warming up, cooling down, whichever the case is. And yeah, so we have arrived here on the Hopi Nation, and there's a really cool functional windmill right over there. And it's here. It's where it's a little chilly. There's some beautiful canyon walls around us, but everybody's just getting set up. And we've got our film team over here. Haley and Macy rode with Dr. Nancy over here. And yeah, today's gonna be interesting. Let's see what happens. So we just got trucks and trailers lined up, just waiting to get their horses done. So I'm gonna go see what's going on with all the stations and see how busy they are. Dentistry station number 1 is full, hoof trimming is full, castrations is full, dentistry number 2 is back there, they're full. It's a very busy day. There's gonna be a lot of horses helped here today, and that is absolutely amazing. It's raining. It's actually raining. And but they're still working on the horses. Connie came here with me.
My hair
it's raining.
is straight right now, and if it gets wet, my hair will get curly.
Yeah, we got more people coming in. Well, it rained. Now it's bright and sunny. It's actually, I don't know if you can see it, there's a rainbow back there. I think that's pretty awesome. And I'll probably use the word awesome too much. Anyway, it was a great day. Well over 40 horses were helped. Dentals, castrations, there's a hernia surgery, there was there's a crypt orchid, all kinds of stuff going on. Wild horses, tame horses, old horses, young horses. It was a really, really good day. And tomorrow we're off to Tuba City, Arizona. So the adventure continues, and we're helping a lot of horses. Alrighty, y'all. Well, this is the last morning here at the mission for us, and we're gonna go to the event for a couple hours, and then we have to head to Albuquerque, catch our plane first thing in the morning. We've arrived out here at Tehachapi, and there are so many horse trailers lined up already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another one pulling in 6 trailers, and they're all lined up waiting to get some services done for their horses, whether it's geldings, dental works, farrier. We got vehicles lined up. People are trying to get out, and there's too many vehicles everywhere. It's a busy morning. Haley and Macy are getting set up to do an interview with one of the vets.
I'm gonna yell, filming!
It's gonna look great. Horses are going to be getting laid down here real soon to get their gelding operation. And that Palomino is a super, super beautiful horse. So many horses are getting helped out here today. And what's interesting about this site is it seems like more people are coming just to hang out and watch. And it's kind of fun. There's like a spectator crowd of like 20 people just watching a couple stallions get gelded. So it's really neat that the community's involved with this event, and that means they're gonna want us back next year. We're walking out right now. We're going to be getting in the car and driving to Albuquerque because it's time for us to leave. There's something like 30 horses plus already checked in, more lining up to get checked in. They're gonna be busy here all day. Unfortunately, we have to leave early, but they're doing such a great work here. Really appreciate all the work they're doing here on the Navajo and the Hopi Nations. Well, we're at the airport car terminal return, and just getting our stuff together. Connie's complaining a little bit about the weight of her carry-ons.
Yeah, I'm gonna weigh it and see how much it actually weighs, because I think it's heavier than this.
Mine's super heavy too. Oh, okay, we're good. Alrighty, we'll catch up with you in the airport. And we're homeward bound. Absolutely been amazing out here.
Yes, it's been great, and it was an amazing journey, and it's so great that Horse Plus Humane Society is in a position where we can help others and even help veterinarian students learn how to be better horse veterinarians.
Any guesses how many horses were helped?
I want to say at least 150, maybe 200,
between there.
and maybe even 3 in until we sit down and go through all the numbers, we're not really going to know. But
They're
it was
doing like
a lot.
40 a day, and there's like 6 or 7 days.
40 to 50 a day.
Yeah, it's amazing. So a lot of horses helped on the Navajo and Hopi Nation. And right now we're just in the airplane. But it was such an amazing trip. And thank you guys for joining me so much. And I'll catch up with you on the next episode of Horse Shelter Heroes.